What do Henry Ford, LeBron James, and The Sopranos have to do with economics? A lot, it turns out. Joining us now is John Tamny from RealClearMarkets.com and the author of a fantastic new book called Popular Economics. John, it's great to see you.
Thanks for having me.
So most people, me included, are never going to pick up an economics book. I picked up this book and really enjoyed it because you tie basic economic principles to historical examples that people can understand. And so I'm going to start with Henry Ford and the point you make about Henry Ford, the creator of the Model T, and corporate taxes. What's the connection?
Well, you think about that. Ford incorporated his company in 1903, but cars didn't just start rolling off the assembly lines. He was able to perfect the creation of the Model T through constant reinvestment of his limited profits back into the business. Well, if he started the equivalent today, the government would help itself to 35% of his profits and greatly slow down the process whereby it became a great global brand. And so you think about this, we rob corporations their future when we tax them this way.
As it turned out, he became one of the biggest employers in the United States, paying $5 a day in the middle of the Depression. He created a massive public service because he was able to do that. LeBron James and free trade, you draw the connection between the two.
Sure. LeBron James is the best basketball player in the world and earns a lot, but he could play in the NFL. If he did that, though, his earnings would plummet, and that's the way we have to look at free trade. We get to do the work that we're best at, and then we buy from others doing what they're best at. If we divide up labor, we get to create the most amount of wealth. When we try to do everything, we live lives of unrelenting drudgery.
Unrelenting drudgery. I love that. And The Sopranos and regulation. I haven't talked to Tony Soprano. He's no longer with us, of course. I suspect he's against it.
Well, regulation is this fatal conceit that the government can predict the future, but even the most talented people in entertainment can never predict the future. ABC, NBC, and CBS all passed on The Sopranos. HBO took it on the way to great success. But guess what? HBO passed on Breaking Bad. It passed on Mad Men. FX, a very successful network, passed on Breaking Bad in favor of a show we've all forgotten called Dirt. If the most talented people can't predict the future, the idea that regulation can work from government is laughable.
Regulation is the fatal conceit that government can predict the future. That is the pull quote here. That is such a deep insight. Thank you for that.
True.
And the book is called Popular Economics. Even if you don't buy economics books, you should buy this one because it's worth it. Thanks, John. I appreciate it.
Thank you.